Hello everyone, I am Arunkumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Snsct College of Technology. So in this session, I am going to discuss about various type of power plants. What is power plants? So the power plant is a power station. It also referred as a generating station, power plant, powerhouse, or generating the plant is on the industrial facility for generation of the electric power. So it is the facility. It consists of facilities required for producing the power. So it contains all the equipments, devices. So in the power plant, there are three devices, very important, essential parts. First one is energy source. Another one is the turbine. Another one is the generator. So various sources of energy. For example, in a steam power plant or thermal power plant, coal is used as the energy source. Here the heat is the energy source. In hydroelectric power plant, water is the energy source. From the heat energy or water is converted into the mechanical energy. It's doing by turbine. The mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy is done by the generator. So types of power plants. On the basis of the primary source or fuel, the power plants are classified into the 5 types. One is nuclear power plants, geothermal power plants, fossil fuel power plants, biomass fueled power plants, and solar thermal power plants. And on the basis of the prime mover, the power plant classified into various types. Steam turbine power plant, that is the thermal power plant, gas turbine power plants, combined cycle power plants, and internal combustion reciprocating engines are used for the small cogeneration plants like hospitals, office buildings, industrial plants, and other critical facilities. These internal combustion reciprocating engines comes under the diesel power plant. Then micro turbines, Stirling engine, and internal combustion reciprocating engines are the low cost solutions for using the opportunity fuels such as landfill gas, digester gas from the water treatment plants, and waste gas from the oil production. Then on the basis of the duty, the power plants classified into 3 types. The first one is base load power plants. The base load power plants run nearly continuously to provide the components of the systems. Load that does not vary during a day or work. The load does not vary during a day or work. The second type is peaking power plants. Peaking power plants meet the daily peak load, which may only be for 1 or 2 hours each day, while their incremental operating cost is always higher than the base load power plants. So third one is load following power plant. The load following power plant can economically follow the variations in the daily and the weekly load at lower cost than the peaking power plant and with more flexibility than the base load power plant. It is the lower cost compared than the peaking power plant and more flexibility compared than the base power plant. Performance efficiencies. All the steam or thermal power plants produce the waste heat energy as a byproduct of the useful electric energy produced. The amount of waste heat energy equals or exceeds the amount of energy converted into the useful electricity. The gas-fired power plants can achieve 50% conversion efficiency, while coal and oil plant achieve the around 30 to 49% efficiency. The cooling purpose, for cooling purpose in power plants, cooling towers are used. So the cooling towers, they classified into 3 types. One is water cooled cooling tower, mechanical induced draft wet cooling. Third one is air cooled power plants. The water cooled means many nuclear power plants and large fossil fuel fired power plants uses the large hyperboloid chimney like structures that release the waste heat to the ambient atmosphere by the evaporation of the water. The second one is mechanical induced draft wet cooling. Many power plant uses fans to provide the air movement upward through the downcoming water and are not hyperboloid chimney like structures. Third one is the air cooled cooling towers. In areas with restricted water use, a dry cooling tower or directly air-cooled radiators may be necessary. These coolers have lower efficiency and higher energy consumption to drive the fans compared to a typically wet evaporative cooling water. So this is the layout of the thermal power plant. In the thermal power plant, it is the coal power fired thermal power plant. Here the coal is used as the energy source. From the coal, the heat energy, the coal is converted into the heat energy. Then heat energy is converted into the mechanical energy by using the turbine. Then the mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy by using generators. So this is the thermal power plant. Station is a power plant in which the prime mover is a steam driven. So water is heated, turns into steam and spins a steam turbine which drives an electrical generator. After it passes through the turbine, the steam is condensed into a condenser and recycled to where it was heated. This is known as the Rankine cycle. The thermal power plant, the steam power plant works under the Rankine cycle. So this is the components of thermal power plant. The components of thermal power plant and the working principle and advantage, disadvantage of thermal power plant will be discussed in the next session. Thank you.